What's up, YouTube? Scott Lett here, owner of Pro Exterior Cleaning. So you guys are always watching power washing videos, getting information about building your business. Today, we're gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna show you guys how to track a big buck. So, like I said, this channel is all about power washing, but I want y'all to get to know me a little bit. So, when I have free time, which is rare because I have a one-year-old and then have a baby coming in September. My love is hunting. I love to hunt for white-tailed deer. Oklahoma is full of big bucks, and my wife's going to hang out with some ladies today, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to the woods. So I got my machete, got my 9mm, got my orange hat down there. I got to go pick up some bug spray and some waters, and I'll be on my way. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna show you guys how to track a big buck, and I probably won't hunt until mid-November. That's when the rut starts. That's when big bucks get on their feet chasing their girlfriends. But I'm gonna kind of show you how the process, and I have to go get one of my stands out of the woods and relocate it anyways. So, all right, guys, I'll see y'all out there. So, I don't know how many of my followers are deer hunters, but I imagine most of this industry is a bunch of good old boys who came from a blue-collar background like myself. My dad's a foreman, brick mason. My mom has her own company cleaning interior homes. So yeah, I come from a lineage of just hardworking blue-collar people. I grew up in the woods, on the lake, played sports, played baseball, football, but my love is the woods. It's my time to get away, disconnect, not think about business or power washing or, coronavirus or this or that, all your responsibilities. It's my time to reconnect with the Lord, and He is our source for strength, clarity, discernment, and sometimes those things get a little fuzzy when you're caught up in the world, and it's just good to get away and just spend some time with the Lord in the woods, man. I just think it's important to refill your cup. In the past, during the season, I hunted probably every weekend, but now that I have a 1-year-old and a baby on the way, I won't get to go as much, which is fine because that's part of being a man and taking care of your responsibilities and all that stuff. But the times I do get to go hunting, I'm going to make it count. So I'm going to put in some time today. My wife asked me when I'm going to be home. I said, after I find a big buck. So how do you find a big buck? The thicker, the better. Meaning, deer love to bed up in thick stuff. That's where the does hang out. You want to find a food source as close as you can to that bedding area, but you don't want to get in there too close, because once that big buck knows you're there, he'll relocate. And when I say big buck, I'm talking about a 5 or 6 year old 140-inch man, and there's a reason why he's lived that long. He's smart. A lot of guys go out and put out cameras and put corn out all the time, stinking up the woods. Every time you enter those woods, the chances of you killing that big buck go down. Until the rut, they start chasing does, and they're not really controlled by their instincts. They're kind of controlled by their hormones, their testosterone. They're trying to get it. You know what I mean? So yeah, today I'm going to find me some heavy trails near a water source, a bedding area, food source, and I'll set up about 50 to 100 yards up that trail, just not really on top of like I said, the bedding area and food source. And I'm real big on cutting deer off using their trails. You can usually key in on a big buck early in the season. He hasn't smelled you since last season, so if he did at all, and you can usually have pretty good luck early on. Probably won't even get to hunt early season because, like I said, I have a baby due here in the next few weeks. But during the rut, if you get in there on a good wind, you have a really good shot. So, and I'm just a bow hunter. I love to bow hunt, but see, I'm gonna get in there and try to find me a good hot trail. And during the rut, you know, if you just find some hot trails, that's good because those bucks are gonna be following those does. But a deer's best weapon, it's what keeps them alive, is their nose. They can smell you. That's why it's important to hunt the wind. And, you know, there's mornings I wake up, and if I have a stand in mind and the wind's not right, you know, I'm going back to sleep. Because, like I said, the more you go in those woods and the more you hunt with a bad wind, the chances of you killing that big buck goes way down. And also, you got to think about the does. They're already on high alert, you know, because they're getting chased by these big bucks. So their senses, you know, grow in a way. Those matriarch does, the does that are 5 or 6 years old too, you know, they kind of take lead with the other does, and she'll bust you before those big bucks will. She's got the best nose in the woods. So what I'm trying to say is, killing a big buck is not easy. Everything's got to be just right. All the ducks got to be in a row. Your wind's got to be right. So it just takes time. And you know, I've been hunting since I was 6 years old, and I've yet to kill a buck over 140 inches. So, but that's what I'm doing today, guys. I'll see you guys when I get out there. So here's a trail. I don't know if you can see that right there. There's a trail going through there. It looks like there's some acorns here. So this would be, there's a good tree to climb right there. Yeah, that's a pretty heavy trail. Yeah, it goes all the way through there. So that didn't take long. Got a good tree to climb right here. I'm just gonna have to trim it up a little bit. I'm gonna drop a pin right here. I think this is actually a white oak. Looking for some old acorns on the ground. Deer love to eat acorns. Spot already. Got my body armor out here. This is my favorite drink. Keeps me hydrated. I've already found one promising spot. I'm getting eaten alive by these horse flies. But as you can tell, I'm on these roads. And the reason I hunt roads is because deer are they're like us. They take paths of least resistance. And they like big open areas so they can scent check for does. And here is another trail, which means that's a good trail too. Which means they're gonna cross these roads during the rut. They're gonna cross these roads anyways. And I like finding me a thick area and finding me a tree close to a road. And they love to rub cedar trees. I'm already seeing a bunch of old acorns on the ground. It's real thick right now, but come, you know, October, December, November, this will be cleared out a lot. So if you can get in there early and you still have a lot of cover, you can hide in a tree pretty well and smoke you one. But anyways, I love hunting power lines. I love hunting roads because, like I said, deer they travel on them. I mean, I've seen deer do exactly what I'm doing right now. I feel like guys overthink it sometimes. That'd be a great tree to climb right there. It's a little in the open, but be nice. It's about 15 feet up in the air. I like to get about 20 feet when I bow hunt. So I put these sticks right here. X marks the spot. So this is that first trail. And I'm gonna climb that tree right there. I can get about 20 feet up there. I just gotta trim some limbs. You can't tell, but it drops off into a bottom right there. So these deer are coming through, cruising through here, bedding and feeding. So it's a good spot. I'm happy with it. And if I ever wanted to sit on the ground, there's a ground blind. And if I have a north wind here, which is predominantly what you get, which is good for me here, I'll hunt it. If I get a south wind or anything like that, southeast wind, I can't hunt it. All right, guys. Well, I got about a 20-minute walk. I'm gonna go get my stand. The main reason I want to get it is because the season starts here in about a month or so. I don't want people to steal my stand. I don't want people to know where I'm hunting. I usually drop pins on my map on my phone, but I don't have service. So I just make little markers like with trees and stones and things like that. All right, guys, I'll let you know when I find another good spot. I hit stop. I jumped up a deer. I don't know if you can see that little trail right there. Here's another trail. So that's a perfect example. That deer was heading through here to cross this road. That is a wicked looking tree right there. So yeah, I just jumped up a deer, trying to spot it, but it's probably gone now. Sound like a truck going through the woods. And that's the thing, is the wind's coming out of the north, so that deer definitely didn't smell me. And I'm sweaty. That deer saw me because it was close. There, my friends. This is my stand. Still here. See if that big rub is still over here. Yeah, there's that rub. Show you what this big buck did to this tree over here. There goes some deer up there. I know you can't see them, but they're running that way. That's what I'm talking about. Check out that big rub. Another rub right there. So I've seen 2 deer already. So I'm definitely in the right area. I don't want to go up in there, but I guarantee you I could go find some sheds where they drop their antlers. All right, I'm gonna grab my stand. If I hunt this back here, another rub over here. Rub right there. Look how thick all this is. All right, I'm gonna grab my stand. This is definitely a good rut spot if I can get back here without getting busted, which is hard to do, but I'll make it work. And I got a food source there. Huge white oak right there. I got a creek running through right here. I got another food source. Those bucks are gonna be cruising through here checking for does during the rut. You know, they could be cruising this road. They could be coming across that bottom over there. They're bedding up there on that hill. Check out that view. So if I was a gun hunter during the rut, I'd sit right here on this rock and just wait for them to cross. Whew, a break. Just out here scouting for these white-tailed buck deers, getting ready. Check out that view. All right, I'm done for the day, boys. I've put in about 4 hours of scouting. Found some pretty heavy trails. Jumped up a few deer. Found some new rubs from last year. They're not new, but ones I didn't see last year. I was hunting in a good spot last year, but I found it at the end of the season, so didn't really get a good shot at it. But I'm probably gonna come back one more time before the season. Let some acorns drop. And see which ones they're hitting in the vicinity of where I'm hunting. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go buy me another stand, because the one I just left, it's about 45 minutes from my truck. So trying to haul one stand all over the place, it's tough to do. But yeah, I'm heading to the truck. Good day of scouting. Glad my stand was still there. So looks like it's about to storm, so I'm gonna get out of here. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed my little hunting video here. Just want to show you guys my fun side, things I like to do for fun. And hunting is definitely it. I like to fish too, but it's just too hot to fish. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all next job. Scott Lett, Pro Exterior Cleaning.